Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. A year ago or so, I started spending almost 2 hours a day on a bus for a daily commute to work. This coincided with my desire at that time to try some retro console games, because I was a PC gamer since I started being a gamer. And so I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice if there existed some handheld emulation consoles of sorts? So I checked the internet and there were! Actually, it's a pretty huge market with a wide variety of handhelds, and the thing I got for myself was Anbernic RG35XX-H. And with its capabilities to run everything I wanted and more, I experienced so many retro classics. Castlevania, Kirby, Banjo-Kazooie, Metroid, Hamtaro, WarioWare, Metal Gear, F-Zero, The Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong, Super Mario Bros. In my opinion, it is at its best when playing N64, PS1, Dreamcast, Mega Drive and especially Game Boy Advance, because it allows for full screen or functionally full screen gameplay. And since it's so good for Game Boy Advance games, I decided to play the Game Boy Advance remakes of Super Nintendo Donkey Kong games. That was my entry to the Donkey Kong series, and it was a bad move. Because the sound quality on SNES is leagues above the GBA. Just listen to this. Okay, quick tangent. I rarely see it mentioned directly, so I just want to say that the music in those retro games is amazing. First notes of the Zelda title theme immediately transport me to a fantasy world. Kirby. You play as a pink blob, frolicking in the fields with birds and flowers, but then it's alright buddy, we have to destroy that flying fortress. And Kirby starts zooming around it, blowing it up piece by piece. Revenge of the Meta Knight is the best Kirby anything I played. Metal Gear. Each game's soundtrack has movie quality score, but the first couple Metal Gear games especially have this amazing synth soundtrack reminiscent of the action movies of the era, which those games were trying to be, and in my opinion with much better stories. In Metroid, where you explore the alien caves and abandoned alien temples, there's this haunting soundtrack, which is maybe more suitable for some medieval fantasy. I like when sci-fi media does that. WarioWare's game design and sound design is amazing. They have so many little sounds and sound bits for every little action, it feels illegal. But my favorite song, and I think everybody else's, is Drifting Away. It makes me feel funny, like I want to live in that song. Of course, not all the tracks in these games are amazing, but I don't think every track should be. It's like Austin said.
Question 2. Can this S-tier skybox be an S-tier skybox if this skybox isn't a D-tier skybox?
Except for Donkey Kong and Castlevania, where like half of the OST is great. Tangents over. So sometime later I found out that you can play a lot of Nintendo's retro games on Switch. I looked at the size of the screen and I decided that I should upgrade. Certainly the games will look and feel much better. The reality was a bit disappointing, as for the size difference of the two consoles, the improvement in the game look is not worth it in my opinion. And the games look less crispy, that's because you don't have shaders. But what about contemporary gaming? Well, there are some games that treat Switch as a handheld console, for example your Rhythm Heaven or Tomodachi Life. But the Switch's screen generally feels small for the games available on it. Comparing the experience for major franchise releases and even Nintendo's own releases, playing Switch in handheld mode is just a worse way to play on Switch. It's a way to play if you cannot play on TV. On the plus side, where it really shines, is that it is really portable. You can start your game on your TV, continue playing on a train, and then finish it together with your buddy at his house. This is great. After a while, for me it was a little bit too much friction to play on relatively short bus trips, so I played only Donkey Kong Country 2, a few Mario Karts and some pool game on the retro side. And on the contemporary side, I beat Super Mario Odyssey, which is wonderful, second best only to Super Mario Galaxy. And now I'm mainly playing Tomodachi Life for an occasional dose of cozy gaming. So after finding out in practice that there is a difference between a technically portable handheld console and a pocketable handheld console, I searched for another dedicated pocketable handheld console. The best one I could find was a Nintendo New 3DS, but Jesus Christ, the prices are over the roof. Like, for this money, you could buy a PS3, a Wii with all the controllers, and a Nintendo DSi. So I bought myself a Nintendo DSi. And it's amazing. Like, the portability is unmatched. It serves as its own cover, so you can damage it, unlike what happened to my Burnic. And the games are great. I played another WarioWare, Mario Kart DS, and a lot of Picross and Picross 3D, which is what I'm mainly playing nowadays on this thing. What else? I think I should address the obvious gaming device that is portable and is always with you. The smartphone. But I agree with the idea that it's not worth spending the battery charge on phone for games. Also, most of them have just ungodly amount of ads. That's it, guys. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and you know, now that I think of it, maybe instead of playing the games on the bus, I could read a book.